There's a little trail up here.
I'm Sila, and this is Lorenzo. We are doctors looking for a way to combine our passion for medicine with our love for exploration. We picked up our lives and sold all our stuff to start a new adventure. Subscribe to follow along.
There she is, coming in from a 20-mile run. Absolute machine. Absolutely strong, powerful. Look at that speed. Pouring on the speed. Pouring on the speed here for the water. She's motivated by the H2O. All right, 0.1 miles left and then we can drink some water. Let's go. Come on. You got this. Strong to the finish. Strong to the finish. That's it. Yes. You made it. Feeling so strong. Yes. Hit the little shirt there.
Can you hold this? I'm gonna be sick.
You did it. So strong.
My fastest long run.
Nice.
I was mostly under 10.
Yes.
15 miles.
Machine. Absolute machine. 20 miles on a hot day. We should just keep walking for another 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to, otherwise I'll be sick.
Wow. Wow. Picking up the race packet. We're so excited. What are we doing?
We're getting our kit. But as
We're getting our kit. We're getting our kit. We're getting our kit.
As per usual, everything is chaos.
Turkey, Istanbul Marathon. We're getting our starting kit. We're so excited. Whew. What did we just do?
We picked up the bib for the marathon, and they had it like in a convention center with all this music and techno, and everybody was super excited. I'm excited, so here we go.
Yes. If anybody ever wonders why you're a cat person, they just need to come here. Pre-race meal almost complete.
Bread with your bread.
Bread with saucy bread. Delicious. Less than 24 hours to go, Istanbul Marathon. Let's go, yeep! Race day. It's race day. We're so excited. Yes, girl. A little bit of wind today. It's okay. I bet it's gonna be tailwind the whole way. Tailwind, optimism. Tailwind, optimism. Strength, honor, integrity.
Integrity Farms.
Dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun na banana na na na. Perfect weather.
Perfect weather
right now for running. A little windy. A little too windy, but that's okay. The wind is going to be a tailwind, as we said, and it's cool. It's not gonna get any hotter.
It's actually not gonna get much hotter. Whenever I want to get away with something, I thicken the accent so that I can still communicate, but it's clear.
The Yabanja life.
Yeah, like I literally like accentuate my American accent.
Race day.
Turkish anthem.
The premier model of the running Sila. Yes.
Harikasınız İstanbul. 3, 2, 1.
My favorite part was the first 6 miles going over the bridge. And then right after that, I started playing music. It's not pedestrian, and you ran from Asia to Europe. Like, we started on the Asian side and we ended up on the European side of Istanbul. It felt so good in that moment, and I put on this Billy Gillies set and was like jumping and dancing at mile 7 and 8 because it was so good. Trance will solve all problems. And then I started to get really nauseous because I probably overdid my gels. And I put on my marathon playlist, which was a compilation of songs that all my friends chose. So I sent the link to a bunch of my friends and they put music on the playlist, which was really special because I could like guess who picked which song, and they're all so different. It was really beautiful.
So I just left Sila at the starting line and I made it to the European side, and now I am looking for another little electric scooter to get around, and I'm in a random little neighborhood with a lovely gang of cats everywhere, and we're having a good day. Sila at the 15K. She's doing it, she's crushing it, tracking her. She's a beast. Let's go. Yeep. All the gear.
Well, the two most challenging parts were like mile 13, right at the halfway mark, right before I saw Lorenzo for the first time. I started to cramp really bad in my stomach from the nausea. So I had to stop taking in any fuel for like 45 minutes and barely had any water, which was tough because I really needed fuel, but I knew that I wouldn't be able to keep running if I got more nauseous or more crampy. But thankfully I saw my husband at that time, and he got a scooter, drove it to the subway, took the subway, came to the other side, got another scooter. It's like an Uber scooter system, but the Turkish version, which is called Martı, which is seagull. And then he met me, and I couldn't even look at him. So I was just looking straight ahead. He was running next to me, giving me water and like fuel and all that. And I knew if I looked at him, I was just gonna collapse in his arms because he's my safety blanket. So I'm just like zooming straight ahead. And then it was fine again for a little bit.
So comfy in the grass. Wow. Are you watching the marathon? What, are you from here? Are you from, do you come here often? It's nice, huh? It's a fun race. Windy, not great for running, but at least on the way back it's tailwind. Tail crosswind. There she is. There she is.
Give water.
Yes. Well done. Strong. So strong. Yeah. Good job. You're so good. You did it. Good. Here.
Her şey olmadı bitirdim ama bazı yerlerde duracaktım valla. Ama durmadım.
Sila just crossed the 42-kilometer marathon finish line. First impressions?
That was really hard. So much about mental strength.
Yes, yes. Preach, sister. Sila. Strong. We just keep walking. Slowly, slowly. Pole, pole.
Straight climb.
No, straight climb.
Felt like I needed it. And then I got so nauseous. And there was like gale force headwind. And I was like, oh my God.
It's over.
And
But you didn't stop once.
I kept breathing, and I kept telling myself, calm and relax. Calm and relax.
Yes, and you didn't stop, and you made it to the end, and you crushed it.
The Istanbul Marathon is really interesting because there are a lot of hills, and today was very windy. So in the beginning, the first few miles, there's a hill. And then there are these smaller hills throughout, and we had a ton of headwind for the first 16 miles, which was really demoralizing because you go a lot slower, and it was like hard wind. So people started dropping like flies at 15 miles, and I just made the executive decision that I was slowing down because I was afraid that I was going to, my biggest fear was that I wouldn't be able to finish running, and it was better to slow down. Thank God I did this. It's better to slow down than to keep running and then, or to keep running fast and then not finish. So I slowed down a little bit, and then at the very end of the race, there is a straight uphill climb, which is the craziest experience because at that point, your entire body is screaming that you need to stop immediately. Like every cell in your body is telling you to stop. And the way that runners deal with this, and something that I've been practicing a lot in my long runs and just in general, is to overpower your body by using your mind. And this is just the most fascinating thing ever, because when I tell you that I thought I was dying, like physically going up that hill at mile 24, 25 is just so challenging. But I just kept saying the mantras in my head. I kept saying, run, you are strong, you've got this, keep running, you're almost there, run, run, you're doing it, you're almost there. And you just repeat those constantly to yourself, and don't leave a single second for your mind to wander, because once the mind wanders and connects with your body and is like, oh wait, the body wants me to stop right now. So you're essentially tricking your mind and your body to keep going, which is just like the coolest thing and also the hardest thing ever. And it just makes you think, like, what else can we trick our mind and our body into?
Would you do it again?
100%. Not the Istanbul. I'm going for something flat. I'm going for a flat marathon next, and I'm going for something somewhere colder because it was also 75 today and windy. So because of the wind, it felt a little bit better. And thankfully, the Istanbul Marathon is very well staffed. So every 5 or so kilometers, there's water stations, and this is horrible. They give you water bottles, plastic water bottles, which is just like heartbreaking, but it's nice because instead of those little cups, you can take a whole water bottle, pour half of it on your head, and then take sips of the other half. So I poured so many water bottles on myself so I didn't overheat, which was nice, but it was hot for a marathon. I mean, generally you want it to be 40 to 50 degrees, and it was 75, so.
First marathon, how good do we feel?
I'm just
over the moon.
Yeah.
Yes, did it. Sila's feet were cramping, and so we procured her with a vehicle. Absolute savage. How does it feel?
Much better.
Post-marathon transportation. Getting home from this marathon. Finally, after... Okay. After so long.
Welcome home.
Home sweet home.
Birinci Sila.
Birinci
Number one.
Sila.
Number one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yay!
Her şey birincisi sen ol, ince ol, birinci ol.